Welcome to the wedding of Sarah Arrillaga and Noah Dwora. Thank you all for being here and for looking so good. Let the ceremony begin. One of my favorite things about weddings is learning how far people are willing to travel to go to a wedding. We have honored friends and family here from all around the world, including New York. Also, Panama and Zurich, Switzerland. Welcome to all of you. Yes, welcome. Noah and Sarah are so grateful to all of you for being here tonight. They have been so excited about this wedding, and they have been longing to share their happiness with you, the people who matter to them most. If you are in this room right now, it means that you are very important to them. Or that you work for the Wythe Hotel, in which case you're still very important to everyone. Sarah and Noah are thrilled that their parents are here today. All of you are very important to them. They probably don't tell you this enough, and I hope you never get tired of hearing it, but they love you very much. They're grateful for everything you've taught them, for everything you've given them, for everything you've shared with them their entire lives. Thank you all for being here. But the best part of any wedding is the chance to see what real love looks like. All night long, when you look at these two people, you will see what real love looks like. I hope it inspires you. Some of you here may know how the bride and groom feel tonight, and if you do, and if you can, reach out and give your own partner's hand a squeeze right now. Go ahead. Aw. And the rest of you, don't feel bad. Maybe one day you'll find somebody, maybe even today. Open bar. Sarah saw Noah and became drawn to his aura, to the positive energy he exudes at every moment. Noah was drawn to Sarah's self-confidence and her energy. He loved the relationship she has with her family and friends. Two positive people found each other and fell easily into a lifelong dance. Together, love finally made sense. In a world where oftentimes nothing makes sense, love made sense, and so they fell in love. Together, they talked about the idea of forever, and they decided together, yes, let's do forever together. Last year, they took a vacation to France. They stayed in Paris, the most romantic city in the world. They found their way to the Palace of Versailles, and after touring the mansions, Noah led them out to a magnificent garden, to a spot where a picnic was magically awaiting them. A picnic, right on the grass, complete with a blanket, a picnic basket, and balloons, all for them. This confounded Sarah, because she was the one who had booked the trip to Versailles the night before, and she didn't remember asking for any kind of picnic upgrade or balloons. And yet there it was, waiting for them, as if the ghost of Louis XIV knew they were coming. The truth is, Noah had been planning that picnic and that moment for well over a year. It was one more romantic masterpiece delayed by the year's events. He got down on one knee, showed Sarah the gorgeous ring. He had secretly carried that ring all the way from America, asking himself the question that any man who's ever asked anyone to marry him asks themselves: why do they make those ring boxes so big? He showed her the ring and asked her to marry him. A lifetime waited for them on the other side of that question. And that lifetime looked so good, Sarah said yes, the best, the most marvelous, the most perfect yes that Noah had ever heard. And here we are in Brooklyn. Noah and Sarah are very lucky people, and they know it. They lean on each other for whatever they need, and for whatever else they need, they have all of you. And now we will hear from our bride and groom to clarify just what it is that we are doing here today, to show all of you how important this relationship is to them and how significant this marriage is to them. They are now going to share wedding vows that they've written themselves.
A very wise man, your brother-in-law Corey, once told us that true love can never be fully described in words. So that's my caveat here. My words won't be able to do it justice, but I'll try my best. Sarah, the first time I laid eyes on you, my heart stopped. I'm not kidding, nor exaggerating. It actually stopped. I was legally dead for a couple of seconds. I will never forget our first date. We both came straight from work, me in a suit and tie, you in ripped jeans and a leather jacket. We wanted to go to some fancy bar, but it was closed for a private event. So instead, we just went to your roof and we just talked. And we talked, and we talked, and we talked. 3 hours went by in what felt like 3 minutes. It sounds cheesy, but it felt like we had known each other forever. That immediate connection was something I had truly never felt before. We had great conversation. We immediately trusted and opened up to each other. And you made me laugh a lot. You were also so stunningly beautiful, it was sometimes hard to focus. It clearly still is. The things I admired so much about you, Sarah, on that first date hold true until today. Your fearless self-confidence to do what is right for yourself. Your loving kindness and the way you treat other people. Your full heart and the way you lighten up every room with your vibrant positivity. As most here know, it was not just a straight line from there. The ride of your life rarely is. But you, Sarah, you have made life better than I ever even dared to dream of. Doesn't matter if we're diving in the cenotes of Mexico or walking Charlie through the pouring rain. You make me take no moment with you for granted. You make me want to live and enjoy every day with you to the fullest. And to me, that is what life is about. Even if things have not always been easy on my end during the course of our relationship, no matter what was going on in my crazy world, you were always there for me, always cheering me on, always supporting me, every single step of the way. And over the years, you helped me become the best version of myself. And for that, I will never be able to thank you enough. I truly feel like the luckiest man on earth, Sarah, to have found my soulmate in you. You complete me. You balance me, which we all know is not an easy thing to do. You support me, always. You call me out when I'm wrong, and it drives me crazy. But ultimately, and most importantly, you accept me and you make me feel loved for exactly who I am. Even though my loud alarm wakes you up at 5 a.m. every morning, you accept me. So no matter what the future holds for us, Sarah, today, surrounded by all of our loved ones here, I promise to honor you unconditionally, to love you with every beat of my heart, and as my wife, to cherish you above anything else. I vow to make your dreams my own and not rest until you've seen and experienced everything your heart desires as we explore this beautiful world together. And of course, I vow to be your co-judge for all the NOSA ratings along the way. As your husband, I promise not only to be honest, but to trust. I promise not only to listen, but to hear. I also promise not to spend all our hard-earned money on my cycling gear. That actually rhymed. I vow, Sarah, to start a family with you in a household filled with laughter, patience, understanding, love, and dogs. I vow to always protect you from harm. From today on, you will never be alone. I vow to hold your hand and walk beside you through whatever our lives may bring, here or in the metaverse. I promise to keep making you smile. You're my person, Sarah. My love, my life, my wife. I love you with all my heart. Today, tomorrow, forever.
Thank you. It's going to be hard to follow. Well, babe, we did it. Who would have thought that I would end up marrying that boy I met at Bagatelle 3.5 years ago on Mother's Day? That boy that shares the same birthday as my mom. That boy that had one style of t-shirt in white and black and didn't wear anything else for 2 years straight. I guess our friends and family could have guessed it, since they all laughed when we would say we were just friends. Although we were both in very different places when we first met, today I stand before you and can say without a doubt that I am marrying the love of my life. As most girls do, when I was young, I always fantasized about marrying Prince Charming and what that exact moment would feel like. As I got older and met some toads, I began to adjust my checklist and settle a bit, realizing that it might be impossible to find that perfect match. And while I know nobody is perfect, you, Noah, Dora, are perfect for me. You check more boxes than I had, more than I even dreamed were possible. You show me love in so many ways, and I am so lucky to be marrying someone who makes me coffee every morning. Someone who makes sure we never forget date night. Someone who is patient with me even when I really test that limit. Someone who plans a surprise picnic with all my favorite meals. Someone who has done over 2 years of Spanish on Duolingo without missing a single day. so that he can one day speak to our kids in Spanish too. Someone who is equally excited about our Friday night rituals of poke and a movie. Someone who licks all of Charlie's face to show him love in a way he can understand. Someone who thinks it's fun to see how long we can hold hands for, record being 4 hours in a deep house concert. And someone who plans the most romantic proposal. Someone who gets me chocolate and tres leche just to put a smile on my face. And although I may not want to admit it, I love you so much, I even love you with your man bun. I am forever grateful that I get to experience the excitement, amazing positivity, and bright light you shine on all of those around you for the rest of my life. Sometimes it's a little difficult for me to pinpoint the exact moment that I fell in love with you. I think because deep down, I always knew. I think we both always knew. That's why very early on, we weren't afraid to make life decisions together. Whether it was moving in after 6 months, merging our bank accounts after a year, getting Charlie at 1.5 years, getting engaged and planning a wedding in about 2 months, nothing seemed scary with you because we are in it together. For a few weeks, you and my friends have been asking me if it's hit me yet, that we're getting married, that this moment is almost here. And I kept saying no. I think I will never be able to accept how blessed I am to be marrying you, my best friend. This doesn't mean it's always been easy. We have definitely had our moments, been tested, but it's always been worth it. We've always taken those moments and learnings and come out stronger on the other side. I have to say, I don't consider myself a great writer or the best at expressing myself through words. So I promise to continue to show my love for you with unlimited hugs, kisses, respect, trust, and holding your hand through all of our adventures. And as your wife, I promise to listen to you even when I don't want to hear it, to stand by your side no matter what the future holds, to always prioritize our relationship, to try my best at sharing my food with you. I promise to love your friends and family as my own, to continue to grow together, to cheer for you at your races even if it's below 0 weather. I promise to make sure you always know you are the most important person in my life, to focus on being a team and never keep score even if I'm clearly winning, to protect your smile, to love you a little more with every breath I take, and most importantly, I promise to never make you watch Love Island. Committing to you for the rest of my life is one of the easiest decisions I have ever made. In every lifetime, I hope I am equally blessed to find you, because I know one lifetime with you will never be enough. Te amo, mi amor.
Sarah, I love you. My heart is in this ring. I promise to be your faithful husband, to love you in sickness and in health, in life and beyond. With this ring, I marry you. Slide it all the way under her finger. Noah, thank you for my beautiful ring. I love you. My heart is in this ring. I promise to be your faithful wife, to love you in sickness and in health, in life and beyond. With this ring, I marry you. Slide the ring all the way under his finger. Right now, I want you to take in every detail of this moment. The feeling of each other's hands, the feeling of the new rings on your fingers, the temperature of the room, nice and warm, every single sound you hear, including that vent. Think about all of these people who are in this room right now. All of these people have traveled from so far away to be with you because they love you. And they want nothing but the best for both of you forever. This should make you feel very happy, very safe, very loved. Please let these feelings live in your hearts and your minds forever. And finally, just for pleasing symmetry, think back, if you can, to the very moment you met. It has been a real honor and great fun to officiate for you this evening, and now I get to say something you've been looking forward to hearing for a very long time. And it's so important to say. I'm going to say it from over here, stage left. By the powers vested in me by the state of New York, I hereby declare you husband and wife. You may kiss your bride, sir.
Let's bring in Mr. and Mrs. Dwara. Come on in.
Muy buenas noches a todos. I am Rafael Arrillaga, Sarah's father. Allow me to tell you a little about Sarah. She grew up in San Juan, Puerto Rico, as most kids do, studying and playing sports, where she excelled, particularly in volleyball. She did well in school without a great deal of effort. She also became independent and always knew what she wanted. Noah, it does not matter how many times you change jobs in the future after today, because hereafter you will have but one boss. Trust me, Noah, I know.
We're all born into our family of origin. We don't choose our parents, nor do we choose our children. But when starting a new family, we do choose our partner. And this is what we are celebrating here today. Both Noah and Sarah had made it very clear that their choice is based on an abundance of love, joy, respect, and shared values. As a mother, I could not be more proud of the choice of a wife that you, Noah, have made. And Sarah, thank you for accepting and embracing not only Noah, but our whole family into your life. I am and always will be committed to supporting you both in any way that I can.
I'm so happy to be here celebrating this love, although I must say, as Sarah said, I'm not surprised at all, because one of the most things I admire in my brother is that he's so committed to everything he does. He's an all or nothing guy, and I think already 2 years ago, he told me that Sarah will be the girl that he marries.
Time passed, Noah became more and more domesticated. I remained feral. Noah and Sarah, they developed a proprietary movie rating system called the NOSA ratings. Highly scientific, highly debatable. And over time, their love for each other became more and more palpable. And I think I speak for a lot of people in this room. I learned a lot about how to have a perfectly imperfect relationship from Noah and Sarah. And it's been such a blessing. And now I have the good fortune of watching them translate that happy, healthy relationship into a happy, healthy marriage.
Sarah and Noah. For me, it's a blessing to be here, together with best friends and family at your wedding day. I remember just a few months ago, we celebrated the engagement with joy, and today we're officially celebrating your union. Time flies. Sarah, mi hermana, my cousin, my sister, even being miles apart, every time we have the opportunity to see each other, it's like we have never been apart. Love and complicity has always kept us connected. I'm grateful that our parents always made the effort to keep us united. Thank you, Tia and Theo.
And you know, he described her as the cherry on top of the cake. But that's not true, because Sarah was the whole bakery, basically. She's everything I wish from my friend. You're kind, generous, and loving. So there is nothing else I would wish for one of my best friends.
To conclude this, I think, I can't think of two better people, better prepared for this journey. I've known Sarah and Noah very closely with each other. I've seen them through their ups and downs and how they've powered through that. And and they've truly inspired us to find people like they have found for themselves. So here's to a lifetime of some questionable NOSA ratings, but to a lifetime of happiness, joy, and love together.
How easy is to talk about a girl that is the best daughter in the world that a mother can ask for. That as she grew, she became my best friend and confidant. Noah, you are the son-in-law I always dreamed. Thank you, Lucy, for raising this amazing man. I love your passion for life, your commitment to friendship, record setting in peloton and marathons, and most importantly, your devotion to Sarah. Since you met Sarah, the light in her life shines brighter. And we are grateful and blessed to have you as part of our family tonight. I stand here smiling as a witness of our children's passage into a new beginning where they will hold hands in their journey of love, connection, and happiness. So raise your glass in celebration of a couple that we hold close to our hearts, committed in love and happiness ever after. Sarah and Noah, I love you forever. Congratulations.
Magán, Madrid, ¿cómo? El Cata, la República, ¿cómo? Mr. Todo el mundo, y esto para todas las locas que vemos por ahí. Every single time that I see her, I see her hanging out with her girls. This girl, she can dance up a fever. Every night it's like the end of the world. Juan, mete mano.
Bailando por ahí, con sus amigas en la calle de Madrid. Tan linda como el día en que la conocí. Fueron los días más felices para mí. Ayer la vi bailando por ahí, con sus amigas en la calle de Madrid. Tan linda como el día en que la conocí. Fueron los días más felices para mí.
Ya tú sabes que la música y el movimiento de nosotros vive por todo el mundo. Millonario no, billonario sí, ok no ahora, pero dame un segundo. De Madrid a Miami al patio, Juan y el Cata I got you. No te preocupes que todo lo que escupe el Kubichi es very hooky and good looky. Mami, olvídate de lado y juega con la paletica. Ow. Mira que tú eres finita, tú sabes lo que dicen las finitas now. Que las más finitas son las más puticas, o deja la muela chiquita. Ajá, sí, que ayer te vi por ahí.
Bailando por ahí, con sus amigas en la calle de Madrid. Tan linda como el día en que la conocí. Fueron los días más felices para mí. Ayer la vi bailando por ahí, con sus amigas en la calle de Madrid. Tan linda como el día en que la conocí. Fueron los días más felices para mí.
Halo ahí.
Ring, ding, me tiré pa' Madrid. Estamos vaqueados, vamos a hacerlo ahí. Bajando champaña para celebrar. Mujeres pa' ti, mujeres pa' mí. Cuando de repente te veo en la pista, bailando mi mambo, tu linda sonrisa. Apriétate y